My people, my people, my people. Okay, so without wasting too much time, I have been working on this for a while now, and I have I'll just give an overview of what has been done. So this is Candleweb's new mobile app, and it is supposed to help us, get the mobile centered approach instead of our usual website approach that users are like compelled to use right now. So we are building a mobile app, and let's give like a quick rundown of this app so we see what we have here so far. Okay, so while it loads, I'll just bring this here. Yep, I have previewed this before. So today we'll be building out two new screens for this app. I would show you why we'll be building these two screens, and I will walk you through the process I used to like get to where I am right now. So this is what the app looks like so far. So we're kind of in a haste. Let's start all over again. Okay, this is the startup effect I came up with. It's not much, but I kind of like it. It's simple, it's clean. Then we have the background lighting, making it look like the darkness is like illuminated with the brown colors. I'm into crypto. And then we made some corrections here. One is signing with Web3 wallet, which allows you to sign in with your Web3 wallet, which is either MetaMask or whatever you'll be using, Trust Wallet, Phantom, you name it, right? So if I can sign up and then enter my name, my email, and proceed. I'm gonna get like a verification email that would allow me get this code, and once this email is verified, I get like a successful message, and then I get to pick my date of birth. Once I pick the date of birth, I say next. Next, we can either add our exchange, right? Input the API keys and the rest of them. But this section can be skipped, so you just skip it or connect. And once that is done, you have this like confetti. This confetti was created on Lottie. I made this using Lottie. It was like a pre-designed animation. Please forgive me, I'm very cold right now. So this was a pre-designed animation on Lottie, but I tweaked it a little, added a few stuff to make it more of what we use, right? The colors are not yet perfect. I'm still seeing some blue here, some red. All those colors have been updated, but this animation I didn't like save the new one and import here. Okay, so moving on. I feel like I've showed all of this before. So this is what the dashboard looks like. I get to select my wallet here, and then I can choose where exactly I want to start trading from, and then I could just go through all of this, and yeah. So right now the main menu is not showing up, so I'm just gonna come to the design and I'm gonna select this and turn on the main menu. Okay. Now that's showing up. So I can, from here, come to the trade page. This is the menu system that was added here. And then we have all of this. So these are the ones we'll be working on here. So there's this create new trade, which initiates a new trade. But now I want to give the users, right, some more information about this trade. So why are the trades being created? What is the AI thinking about? What are the scores we're using to, make these predictions and all of that? I feel like this information would keep the users more engaged. It will give them more insight on what's going on in the AI, and also boost their confidence in investing more money. If they have access to some of this information and they start to understand it, they feel more confident, putting in some more money inside and trading some more, and that would in turn make us more money. We make them money, they make us money, right? This is broken, right? It is supposed to be a drop down menu. I'm going to show you what it looks like in the components design, and then you would be able to see exactly what it does or how it functions. But basically, you click on this drop down, it expands to this big one, and then you click on it again, and then it shrinks to the small one. This was implemented just in case you have maybe 12 trades going on and you don't scroll through all of them, or maybe you want to close some trades for longer periods of time. It wouldn't be okay to always view them and put your eye on it. So hence why that was created that way. We have some charts here, market analysis, and then some of the orders that have been taken by the AI. Buy and sell. So if he sells, we'll make profit. If he buys, we don't make profit. All those type of things. Always good to indicate. The extra space is for when all of this some of these two cards, when they are expanded, right, it makes this entire UI drop and make this space disappear. So the space is intentional, worry not. Another thing is I think we have our notifications page, which is also just there. And then last time we created this page on stream, right? And this page was created taking the desktop fashion and then shrinking it down to fit on the mobile UI. Now, this was very easy when we did it. We were just picking out all the important information and transferring them one after the other, and rearranging them, picking what is useful, picking all the information that we have available. But this page is very simple. All it does is give you a rough calculation. If you invest so and so amount, this is how much profit you'll make, and this is how much you will take for all the trades you create, right? We're taking a 0.2% for all trades, and then you could also select the exchange you're performing that trade on, or the pairs you're using to trade. So are you trading USDT? Are you trading BNB, or just so? Now, this is some information about what it is or what we do, and the fact that it's just a calculator. So users are not doing much here. This is just supposed to tell them, okay, this is your usage, right? This is how much you're spending, and this is how much you're going to make over time. Also, we have the add button, which is what it does. It just helps you add a new trade, right? You could say take profit, which is always on basically, but if you want it off, you could do that. And the stop loss is also indicated here. The trade type also indicated. The trade type can be changed from the settings section, which you could easily find all the way out here. You see it's clearly big. If you want to make a new trade, now we're doing demo, now we're doing live. I'm not a very big fan of prototyping everything, but prototyping this one has been quite productive, right? I have it makes it more functional, it makes it more enjoyable for both the users and for me. So yeah, I like it. Going back, you could come to the tax section. We just, when you perform tax on the platform, you make money. Basically, you can either get points or CDE, which is our in-house token. And then once a tax is completed, you would see that under the completed section. That is completed. And you see it's marked. The ones that have the timer would have expired. It shows how many days streak you're on. And then obviously our leaderboard, right? We want to show you the people that are actually doing really good with their daily tasks. So back to the trade page. Now that I've given you an overview, so now these are the two pages I want to add. One is the portfolio overview, and another is the AI metric. Now, we haven't been online talking about this sort of thing for a while now, and you just have to forgive me. I haven't been available. I recently left the country. I was in Nigeria before, but now, trying something new, hence all the cold, trying to get used to the climate here. So yeah, this is exactly what I wanted to do. I want for the user to have more information about their trades or what the AI is doing. And then the AI metric is simply just to tell the user, okay, this is what we are considering. This is what has been influencing our decision so far. And if it's useful to you, then fine. If it's not useful to you, it all depends. But I want them to be able to see more stuff when they click on one of these buttons, basically, instead of just seeing trades and making it feel like the platform is just printing money, right? That often makes users feel like the platform is not legit or it's fake. Not being able to explain where the money is coming from or how the money is being made never leads well. It never leads to good outcomes. So this is why we're here. I'm going to close this up, and I'm going to walk you through my portfolio, my wireframe. So now these wireframes I made using ChatGPT. Now, you might think ChatGPT doesn't do much of this, but it all comes to your prompting, right? I'm going to open up my chat window so you're seeing. Okay. All right. So I have been using this chat for a while now. So this single chat window, basically, I have been using it for this project in particular, and as you can see, I'm using the free version of ChatGPT, so you too can make use of it if you want, since it has a daily limit. So you still have access to high intelligence, at least for a period of time, so that should never stop you, basically. So I have been using this chat, and now all I did was to add all the screens. So some of the new screens I have created, like the ad trade and the dashboard and the trade page, and then start to inform the AI. So now it's all about prompting, and for me, my style of prompting is simply providing context, right? Explain everything you understand to the AI. This way, AI is simply just a predictive model, right? All it's doing is guessing. So if it's going to guess right, you should tell it as much as possible so that these guesses are more accurate, basically. And that information I have provided using the screenshot. So we're all lucky now. We don't just have to provide text for our prompts. Now we can provide images, and then the AI can go in and look at the images and acquire more information, also understand, and then you can also provide more context on the image you're looking at. So what I have said here is, this is the progress I've made so far. I finished working on the dashboard and the trade screen, and so I told it, okay, we'll be paying special attention to the trade screen. Notice the options we have at the top: portfolio overview and AI metric, right? Those are the two screens I would like to work on next. Now I would like for you to, okay, I would like for you in the capacity of a top 1% professional UX designer and product manager. Now, I feel like that was one of the key elements to this prompt. Top 1% professional UI designer. Now, there are some things as a UI designer or a product manager that you are not thinking of yet. Now, it is not a problem, right? You just don't have that experience level yet. You haven't come across those problems, and you don't need to let that stop you from actually thinking of those solutions or thinking about the problem in that light. Now, all I do is, as a top 1% designer, tell me what I'm not thinking about yet, or what are the top 1% designers thinking about that I haven't incorporated into my project. And that is what this section of the prompt is. So the top 1% designer, now I would like for you to give me suggestions on what I should add to this page, and the sections, okay, added in this section, and then we'll go on to build the screens together. But first, question me, all right? So before you do anything, ask me all the questions you need to help me accomplish this, okay? Now, sometimes the AI doesn't get everything right, so you need to just ask it, okay, question me, what do you need to give me a more accurate answer? And the AI did exactly what I said. It gave me like a first draft, which I didn't really pay much attention to, because it did feel a little bit, it feels a little bit empty. I won't even lie. It doesn't give me the kind of context I need. So what I did now is the clarification question. So now I read all the questions and then went on to answer them one after the other, providing more context for what the AI needs to work on. And then after everything, it's a great thanks. Thanks for the details. Here is a refined structure for the mobile first layout suggestion, incorporating performance, rebalancing clues, rigs, alerts, peaks under the AI hood. Now, it was the one that suggested rebalance clues, rigs, and alerts on its own. And when I finished reviewing it, it made a lot of sense. Right? Now, if I'm looking at something and I want to, get more information about it, or maybe I want to be reminded about something, the one for the alerts actually make a whole lot of sense. And after reviewing it, I felt like it was something good for the users. So I was like, okay, yeah, this is something that we can add. Now look at this structure compared to this first one, which is here, right? Without all the context or without answering the questions. Compared to this guy now, after the clarification questions, it now went on to give me full structure. Now, this structure, you just need to specify. I tell it, okay, tell me the structure and tell me what UI elements would best display this information. Now, if you're a beginner designer, you get confused on like design style, how to display information, what elements to use. Are you using a card? Are you using a text box? Are you using a label? You don't need to always think about all of this stuff. So just recommend. And then when I'm designing, if I look at it, it doesn't feel right, I can now change things up. Right? So that's really all there is to it. I don't know if you're just joining us. Welcome. We haven't been online in a while, so it is fine if you're running away anytime soon. Next time we'll be sure to schedule these meetings before coming online. But I wanted to pop in today, tell you guys that I'm still here. And yeah, our sessions with using Figma and design and working with AI is still very valid, and we'll keep doing it as we go forward. And then it asked me more questions, about the rebalancing action and alert types. So alert types simply just states, okay, what types of alerts do you want? I told you, providing the users alerts based on what information they are looking at, or maybe they want to be reminded about their trade at a particular time. This alert, I intend to just keep it as a push notification, so they get like a push notification on their phone. Hey, you asked me to remind you at this time. I'm reminding you now. So the two types of alert I chose were time-based and price-based. So price-based, if the money goes above this level or goes below this level, please notify me so I can come check. Or time-based, okay, after 1 hour, please ask me to come check out this stuff. Or maybe I'm looking at something in the next 1 hour. That is the best time to get it done. And then the rebalance action. So let's say you're making a losing trade, and then you can just like create a rebalance, basically creating a new trade to offset your lost trade, which rarely happens, mind you, but it's always good to provide options. Users dwell on options. I personally enjoy having options, so I try to incorporate that in all of my work. And after all of that, I have like another refined UI structure with all the placeholder information, mind you, and everything that would be needed for the design, everything highlighted there. Now, after everything, I was like, okay, fine. With what you've provided, create me a wireframe. So I'm going to read this using the refined portfolio overview layout, which is, I've just copied this name here, portfolio overview for mobile. And you see, this is where I got that from, the first one. So using that, create me a wireframe design for the screen with all the information provided using appropriate design elements and keeping the user interface clean and easy to understand using a 9:16 dimension or longer portrait size. Now, all of this information, it's just good to specify. Now, the AI might guess it right and use it without you specifying it, but I rather not take chances, and I would really advise not to do the same, because that now increases for someone using, in this case, using like a free plan. You don't have the luxury of making errors or not providing enough context, because you know that after a few generations you won't have access to that amount of intelligence again. So you want to, like, you really want to specify. This way it reduces the amount of errors you get, and in general you get better results on what you're looking for. And this is what it gave me. Right, you see the rebalance option here, you see in the set alert here, recent trades. So now you can set an alert based on the recent trade. So whatever trade that is going on, you can only set an alert, or set an alert for all the trades, which is the alert here. And it was able to get this UI wireframe perfectly because we already came up with all the context. Right? If I had at the start of the chart, this is what I want, this is what I want to do, give me wireframe design, we might not get this level of detail for our wireframe, mind you, right? But with what we did and how we did it, we're able to get this much context just because of we provided as much information as we could about what we're working on. So yeah, this is it here. This screen doesn't feel complete to me, so now I'm going to refresh it. So I feel like I still have some more chats on this that is not like fully loaded. Okay, good. It's now up. Okay, so this was that first one I was looking at just now. Oh no, not it. Okay, this is the first one I was looking at just now. And then now I was like, oh, I need us to move to the AI metric. Now, move to the AI metric without giving me, or without us working on the details about the AI metric or asking me questions about it. And it did give me something, to be honest, but this is nothing compared to what it provided after the context was provided or after more information was provided. And then I was like, okay, fine, for the AI metric, I would like for you to provide the full page structure, and as well as all the placeholder information, values, with the corresponding UI element, feel free to ask me any question that will release. This was supposed to be relayed, so please mind this spelling. That will relate to the screen and would help us create a more comprehensive page structure. And then it went on, it created all of this first, and after all of that, I still got like some clarification questions, which I answered down here. After answering, I got a more comprehensive output. So now see number 4, for example. Right, this is number 4. This is what it provided before, but with that same, it was able to organize it properly and tell me, okay, this is we're using a chart here, and this is what we should do, and all of that. So without like going into significant details, I could leave a link to this chart in the description. That way you can like look at it and read through it all the way, and then you're able to, you know, understand more what was done here. Now, if you want the link, you just let me know in the comments. All you have to do is type link. So just link is LINK. So you just type link in the comment, and I would be sure to send you the link in your DM. And then after everything, now let's compare, right? This was the first one that was made. This was the first one that was made. It's not opening fully or properly, but this is it, right? And then this is the second one. Now you see the level of detail. It's telling me the top signals, the full insight. It's telling me, okay, set an alarm, an alert, and then all that information that was just misplaced at the top before was not properly organized, just because we're able to get the structure, right? I made 2 of this, or I kind of like a few of this. So for this one, I like this, the way the top signals are arranged. And then for this one, I like the way the high-level reasoning and contribution, and then top signals here, I like how it's arranged. So my goal is to, you know, make use of the 2 of them and combine to get exactly what I want, which is what exactly brings us here. These are all the screens. This is for the performance overview, and then this for AI metric. What do you guys think? We're stopping here. I'll be going off now and then coming back on the stream again, and then we'll start the design of these pages. Now, if you have a specific time, I have been deliberating on the time to come on the stream and show you guys all of this stuff, but I haven't like come up with a good time yet. But if you have a specific time you want us to be doing this, I'll ask for your suggestions in the comments. So working with your time, I leave for you guys, and I want to really do this when people are available to, tune in and make use of this information. So yeah, we'll be ending the stream here. If there's anything you want, just let me know in the comments, and when I'm on again, we get to discuss all of that. All right then.